chicken? Yes! Of course, we've been waiting for the weather again! But even more important than that, we were waiting to hear what was happening with the Supreme Court and the Chrysler dealers and Fiat. Can you believe what is happening? And I thought we lived in the United States of America. We still did last I checked, but things are changing. So we're going to bring Oldecam on for comments on the headlines of today. And if you happen to notice, we're having some fun with our tech toys to bring you some things that are just a little bit different. Oh boy, the Supreme Court clears the way for the sale of Chrysler to Italy's Fiat.
Okay, BS says anybody that now buys stock in any company in this country is a true horse's you-know-what. Because Obama tomorrow can say that your stock is worth nothing.
I know, because he already did that with Chrysler.
Here, this is all over the internet today, which I put up on BS put up. They said what's the difference between Obama and God?
What?
The answer is God doesn't think he's Obama.
Ooh. Ouch! 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 Deeds wins Virginia Democratic primary.
Yeah, the tax and spend liberal didn't win the nomination, and they thought it was a lock. He outspent the opposition totally.
Oh, they did think it was a lock.
They thought it was a lock. He's a big liberal, and the Virginia said, we don't want any part of you guys.
Oh. U.S. support for Israel unshakable.
This is where you need the Balak. Okay, he is prepared to dump the Israelis in a second.
Yeah, I see that. Did that come from Obama? That doesn't seem.
That is from Obama himself. You know, the United States support for Israel is unequivocal. He also wants to move the embassy out of Jerusalem now.
He does?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he wants to hand Jerusalem over to the Muslims as a peace offering to bring peace to Israel.
No,
that is a no-go. They will fight to the last.
They will fight to the last on that one. I mean, you cannot, okay, shots coming next. Of course, the shots fired in D.C. Holocaust Museum. Is this supposed to be a warning, or tell us about something?
Okay, basically, they said they sent the FBI terrorism task force there to find out about it. And remember, there is no terrorism anymore. There was just man-made cause incidents. And it turns out the guy doesn't like the Jewish race.
Oh.
Which means he'll probably be released. You know, it's a federal offense, and since the Obama's in charge and he really doesn't like the Jews, they'll probably give him a free pass.
Yeah, probably. Banks seeking to escape TARP focus on $5 billion of warrants.
Yeah, they have a $5 billion more that they got to pay now.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, because did anybody seriously think that President Obama was going to actually let the people off the hook?
Well, you know, part of it is it's not that he doesn't mind taking the money back. He just still wants it to be nationalized, right?
They're still nationalized because they said the return of the money has left the banks in such a weakened state that a new stress test is going to have to be done on them, which means more money.
Which means you're probably going to fail the stress test and they'll give them money back again that they have to owe.
That's right.
I mean, some people would say, but isn't he looking out for the taxpayer? Because...
No, because the money's going to go right back to him again.
Oh.
And basically, for instance, Bank of America has so diluted itself that Bank of America is in a horrible financial state now, trying to raise the money to repay the money.
Ew.
And they're also they're going to, because of what the Fed has done and Obama's done, a lot of people at the top are expected to go to jail over all of this.
Well, here's the other part. After what happened with Chrysler and Fiat, and these companies have to raise money, why would people even want to buy stock?
Okay, as I heard, for instance, over on one of the financial programs, he said he could not understand why people were buying stock in insolvent companies that the government was running. Mm-hmm. It's not sensible.
Yeah. Airlines replaced monitors after Air France crash.
Of course, they were warned to replace those monitors before the crash, and they didn't. Which means don't fly Air France, folks.
Yeah. 2 killed and dozens hurt in North Carolina Slim Jim plant blast. Is that like the Slim Jim pepperoni sticks?
That's the sticks, yeah, I know that. But basically, there's actually a third person now, and they're still trying to they think what happened was they had a methane explosion.
Ooh.
byproduct of beef and stuff.
Oh, that would do it. Army Corps to chop down every tree that grows near a levee.
Not a chance in this world. The environmentalists have already going after them on it.
Oh, they
You
are?
have to remove those things because the trees are are punching holes in the levees, but the environmentalists say you can't do that, so. That's why you're not going to see any building projects being done with federal funds for some time in the future because the
environmentalists. You know,
well, remember they got a friend in the White House now.
That's true, they have a friend in the White House. Sometimes they do a lot of good, and other times they are just a total pain in the...
Well, they bankrupt the state of California.
Oh, yeah, that's true, huh? Global warming has already changed oceans, scientists say.
Yeah, they said if not for George Bush, we might have had a chance to save the oceans. Now we can't. Of course, that follows on the heels of NASA and the United Nations people saying that the global warming actually is a result of sun activity, not by man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
First,
it's a natural occurrence.
First Gitmo inmate in U.S. court pleads not guilty.
Yeah.
Of course they're going to plead that.
I think I understand they're already wanting to let him out on bail, unsupervised, because he...
Unsupervised? He doesn't even have to wear a bracelet?
That's right.
How is that?
Because he is now under American laws. And since they have not, they have to prove he's done anything, and since they can't until the trial is done, he has a legal right to be allowed on bail.
See, this is what happens.
This is Obama
they knew this.
Obama's a lawyer. He knew that this was going to be this way.
Well, it also reminds me of what happened with Chrysler to Fiat, because I spoke with a bankruptcy attorney. I said, so what do you think about that? And he just looked at me and he said, well, he said they're losing money, and that's all he said.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but if you sell it, the company was worth more as individual parts than it currently is now. You can't tell. Okay, I heard a person yesterday said he would have loved to have had a shot at the commission that he could have got selling Jeep, which they say Obama said Jeep is worth nothing, and he said, I right now have 24 clients that would bid for Jeep.
For Jeep.
That's right.
Yeah. Democrats advance proposals to spread health care coverage, or health coverage.
It's going to basically, it will put people in a jail cell on one of the plans unless you pay for government health coverage. And it will destroy all of the, they're going to base it on the Canadian plan, which doesn't work, and is going to remove 119 million people from private insurance and put them on the public insurance. And bankrupt, one guy said he estimated 11 million people would be put out of work under Obama's plans.
So much for saving or creating 600,000.
Well, he doesn't care. They said that while he is creating 600,000 jobs, we're going to be losing 3 million more.
Yeah, I mean, the ratio does not work.
Well, shutting down the agencies, they said that, was it 2,200 dealerships shut down, which basically were the result of another 200,000 or 300,000 people that have lost jobs as a result of what he's done.
Well, I guess you can bet there's going to be lots of lawsuits coming.
Yeah, but they can't sue the government. He's already said that. And that's what they reaffirmed.
Well,
what they did was Supreme Court reaffirmed the thing that businesses that are operated by the federal government cannot be sued. That was the reaffirmation of what they did. The instant they took over the businesses, they became sue-proof.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Guess what that means?
Right.
Mm-hmm. And so if you have a company, guess what that means?
Don't take any money from the government, but then it doesn't make any difference because we have the too big to fail now.
For example, Ford, who didn't take money.
Ford is going to go next because Ford is basically running out of money.
And they're too big to fail.
That's right.
Yeah. Lawsuits force disclosures by CIA.
Yeah, that's what Obama knew. I mean, the pictures are all going to come out, everything's going to come out because a lower court's going to rule it.
Mm. Suspect recruiting center shootings justified.
Well, yeah, because Obama says that we have been evil to the Muslims, and therefore he's using parts of Obama's speech against him.
Monty Bubbleism from the Mark Twain of the Animal Kingdom.
You know, historically, you have to remember that virtually all the first dictators of a country were elected by the people to make changes.